Yarit, it's Tale of the Toaster. Welcome to some level 99 competition routes in Inazuma 11 Go Galaxy. There's been obviously a trend with the last every episode in this series where before going into a match I'll do some kind of adjustments to the team and get myself better prepared to try and S-rank them on the next occasion, ease back into things with increased strength. For this one, I have made no such changes because the change is the fact that I haven't played the game in like months. I guess I've been playing the game and Chrono Stone in the sense that I've been getting my this will have been released ages ago by now I'm sure, but my Chrono Stones all conversation topics video, the Galaxy equivalent if that's already done, photos guide, power packing stuff. I've been playing a lot of Inazuma, but I haven't been recording these just because I haven't really been at home over the period. Again, I don't want to mess with the timelines too much, but I mentioned in a few videos that I had this whole period at one point. Hey, up it's Bylong and Soul on the same team because it's new Inazuma National from the post-game of Chrono Stones, and there's Nord Snow on the bench. The single guy not taking part. Well, that means that JP is their only goalkeeper. So if we can wear him down, they have no backup for him. So that's pretty good. But yeah, just going to Australia for a wedding, going to Liverpool for Eurovision, going to Italy for a Smash tournament. All of it kind of added up to me not being at home to record. And even once I did get back, I had a lot of editing to catch up on and other stuff. And I have, in effect, not played one of these for months. And I've kind of forgotten how it works. So instead of trying to improve my team before this one's going to be about reteaching myself how to play. Oh my god, JP has come down with a fatal illness. We've finally dealt with him. He's... oh, hey, Cadence Soundtown. Let's get this one done with nice and easily. Yeah, I've basically... The only times I've been playing an Inazuma game in the last couple of months, apparently I had no one there to pass to, and that's my Goldie and not theirs. It's also something I hadn't realised. Yeah, I've been playing the game, but it's all been story-required, doable matches that isn't like too trialing or impossible, whereas these level 99 routes in Galaxy are substantially harder, and all of the strategy that I put together over the last various episodes in this series I have now somewhat forgotten. Do we bring out Tezcat's Spirit as well, or do I try and go for a goalkeeper? No, we'll focus on the offense. We might as well have all three, seeing as I've been prompted. Aitor has been washed out of everything he had left. Oh yes, he looks like Arian. I forgot that part. So it did say in my notes after the previous recording that not having Arian was a big deficit to me in the last few episodes, and that I wanted to get him back onto the squad, and Tezcat can instead just mixy-max with some other random scout who has spirit big moves. But I haven't done that. No! Come on! I remembered that part. Wait. Oh, well. I guess Tezcat is now going to have to take it and pass back to Simeon because I messed up. Hyper Swiper is available as an option, I guess. But no, Tezcat's one of my big spirit big moves, guys, and now he's just completely wasted that because I just didn't really notice that Goldie was there. Where's... Had so many spirits out that I couldn't even tell which one was Simeon at that point. Passed back to Dracul. Jeez, this is embarrassing. This has gone really poor. I could have at least taken a shot with Tezcat, but I'm like, no, I want to get an actual goal with Simeon, my reliable guy that I know can do it, and I just completely failed to get it to him. We've done it now while offside. So Yes, this is, like I said, going to be a match where I'll just try and win, and it's about readjusting to playing level 99 matches in the first place. Just kind of get used to it. We'll admit some defeat. We'll at least attempt to use a March of the Penguin, seeing as they're trying to attack me, which they, of course, can do. Faye looks to be mixing max with Xana, which is probably going to give him a Spirit Big Moves, I would guess. Or just big moves in general. Worrying this. Yeah, like I say, a match to get used to playing the game again, and I'll try and do a bit of a bulk recording here, and you'll see my quote-unquote skill gradually return. But right now, it's looking pretty embarrassing. Ricardo, are you mixing max with Lucia from the Orpheus plotline? That's what comes to mind with that hair colour. Simeon, and what did I do? Well, as long as I win, that's fine. Let's at least try and get a shot on target with Simeon's thingy McThing. See if we can beat out JP and at least just make some headway in this match, you know? I could have got a bit closer than that, but you know what? Mortal Smash with the Spirit Big Moves. How powerful did I get this thing again? 3,707, which you would hope would score a goal, but genuinely my memory is so, like, faded at this point. Yeah, no, we can score with that. Very good. Apparently I set the goal lines to him as well. Realise how confusing this might be if you're watching these two videos back to back, uploaded hopefully a couple of days apart, and then I'm just kind of... I've basically got Inazuma amnesia and forgotten everything that I've done up to this point, and I seem to have substantially dropped in skills. Arcula's being on the pitch. I'm surprised I was willing to risk that yet, but it will come back to me. Like, I could actually edit some videos and revisit the footage of me doing this in the first place, and then all of a sudden I'll be back on track. We have to use our TP on Psychic Hours. No, we don't. We don't even get the chance. But I will be back. That's to say... Nice one on the AI there. Alright, Simeon can't afford a second Mortal Smash, but if I find Dracul, he can be my dribble guy to bring it further. Or I guess, do I need to? Because offside stuff. Let's just do that. Simeon can be there in the absence of anyone else to score for us. Try that then. Well, oh no, it's not gonna be his dribbling move because he didn't actually get the ball in the first place. Well, I've put him too far away. Lesson learned. Okay, we now know about the whole gimmick of offside just for some reason doesn't exist when you are in a throw-in. Complete oversight on the developer's part, but if you throw them too far away, then you're not going to reach them in the first place. So we end at 1-0. Let's get some encouragement. Let's try and get a second goal out of someone. Tezcat has got to go. He's served his purpose at this point. Arculus is just kind of throwing a little bit. He's still got his totem for now. We haven't at this point given him a spirit, so and he's got a lot of TP to say he just used an Eye of the Storm and healed it back, but we do need our spirits. Why don't we try Njord? Because this is one where, you know, I've got the 1-goal lead. I'm not under any circumstances going to be S ranking this one. We might as well try someone new, and I don't think Njord has really been called upon in this series yet. He was like my main guy for clearing out the competition routes off screen, like from the point of beating Supernova to... That was me pressing the S button to do a long shot with Goldie, and instead she kicked it off the pitch. Now we've both done that once each. The AI's done it, I've done it. Jordan was useless. Oh! They're going to be offside, are they? Well, I could go for a long shot now that we have the chance. Yeah, let's see what shot blocks they've got. Let's just do something dangerous and see if we regret it. I imagine we'll regret it, right? Well, this is mainly about reminding myself what I've got in terms of shot chains and stuff. What's actually going to happen is Einsatz is just going to stop it. And that was all just a bit of a waste of time, but better than getting it deflected back at me. And suddenly, it's all back in the hands of Dracul again. Let's Armify now, because Demon's Bolt would use up a lot of FSP, and I'd rather just do the run with Dracul in possession, and we'll see if he can actually go for a shot, because he'll have a type advantage over JP. Beat out his Earth moves. This is what Dracul is here for. He is my midfielder, and he's going to midfield, and then if he doesn't score, that's fine. But if he can, even better, because I know that I can rely on him even more than I'm already doing. Get nice and close, and let's do... Holy Roller's a lot weaker, but it's the one that would have the type advantage. I think overall I'm still better off with a Nocturne, and if I'm wrong about that, then please let me know down below. 1167, so not something that's going to be scoring by any means, but where's JP down a bit, because they could still score on me. This could yet end in a draw if I don't get an insurance goal. So Njord, I need to bring out his spirit at some point soon. Goldie. Oh, what have I done here? My headphones were draping over my console. I couldn't see what I was doing, but we know we can count on her. That's excellent with the black hair from somebody that I must have mixy-maxed her with fairly recently. Arculus will go for a shot, I guess, to narrow down. Well, here's a case where Orbital Drive is actually optimal. It's the strongest wind move in the entire game, I think, so have fun dealing with this, JP. That's as strong as the Armified Nocturne was with Dracul. Again, real testament to, as soon as I get a spirit on him instead of a slightly more useless totem, Arculus could be a real force on this field. Field of Force reference, I guess. Wasn't planning on it, but can you win this dribble? No, he doesn't even have a dribbling move that he can afford anymore. Well, that's unfortunate. Simeon's right there. Can I get him to dive in with some kind of Armify action? Because I've got... Oh, but skip the animation, which I guess is something I can do. Land of Ice? Yeah, no, they utterly refused. If we had possession with him in front of the goal, we could have gone for an Icicle Road, which would have been nice. Goldie borrowing a bit from Zanuck there with the Bungee Ball burst. Alright, well, I'd rather win 1-0 than get a draw or lose, so for now, let's just leave no room for doubt. I'm honestly surprised that Bylong didn't win that. Warp Step is a good move, and Pants is a fairly recent addition to the squad, but she's still broken, unlike my pass work, which is looking amateurish at best, and you know what? So's theirs. So, whatever. Let's just give it to Simeon, and we will dribble with him if he fancies getting involved anyway. Aitor. Alright. So that means he's going to use his spirit move to take it off me, so I lost. in essence, there's no point armouring Simeon up when he's just going to lose this one anyway. At least Aitor has already turned his judge into armour, and he doesn't fancy keeping it around for long. Yeah, 16-12, we weren't beating that, so... Well done on Armifying for that singular interaction and then just going home. Now we'll bring out Njord Snow, which is fully evolved on the Spirit, because like I say, he may not have been on screen much in these videos, but he is the guy who is pretty much starting every interaction for me in my off-screen match. Okay, Aitor came back. My fault. Shouldn't have doubted him. Feel like Njord has Black Dawn, and I was using Black Dawn more with Njord than I was actually using it with Falco. He was just kind of my... He's pretty good. He's not the best guy to kind of open a match with, and then I'd bring on the real firepower a little bit later, but he could have had his chance here. It hasn't really worked out. It seems like if we're going to start making adjustments again off the back of this one, the main one is just... It's already time for Arculus to have Dragnova. I think I used it at least one... No, maybe that's it. Maybe I didn't actually get rid of Dragnova yet, because I think I tried to use it in a previous episode, and then it just kind of didn't get a chance to do anything. That rings a bell, but it might be ringing the wrong ones. I could be completely misguided on that one. But I think that's to say, maybe the next one, I do in fact try and use Dragnova on Arculus. Maybe a bit of Njord Snow as well. And then we will properly say goodbye to it, get rid, and then I'll give him whatever spirit we can find. And then he can be a key member of the team. Good to see we have liftoff again. That should be enough to stop it. But 1600 is still encouraging. No, it's going to go in. So 2 goals from Simeon, 1 with Mortal Smash and 1 with Triple Threat. So we'll be keeping him around for the foreseeable, but it is just a simple 2-0 win for now. But that's fine. It's easing me back in. I remember the importance of just getting your spirits out right away. It's so, by the way, Mixie Maxed with Bylong, but Bylong's on the pitch. That doesn't quite make sense, but it looks nice. We get Breathtaker and Bouncing Bunny, the Chrono Stones back-to-back duet. But there we are. We get the emblem for New Inazuma National, and also within this treasure chest, which we have been opening up to this point, there it is. And maybe it'll go on Arculus, you know? He could be the perfect candidate for it. If we're going to get him a spirit, we're going to raise his kickstat. His moves are already extremely powerful. There's a lot of people we can give that to, and that's a decision, frankly, for another day. Tezcat still doesn't have one yet. He was the leading candidate, but Arculus might just steal it off him. The only thing is we really need to level up Galactica Fall and ideally the other moves more and more to make him worthy of that choice, but we'll get there. For now, I think, even if we've done one before, the next episode will be his send-off to Dragnova, and then I think we're going to optimise him quite a bit. So for now, I'm back to making these videos. You hopefully didn't see a gap, but there certainly was one in reality. But let's keep it going. I'll see you in another.